Am I good?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's calling?
Jesus?
How'd you get my number? Hello?
They told me all I had to do was ask.
Who is this?
It's me, Margaret. Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and the corking off boy, Kyle, my co-host, is with me this week.
Hello. Woo.
Oh! That was a good off-the-cuff cork-off.
That was pretty nice. That was a pretty nice cork off.
Oh,
and that may have been a little tease for what we're doing today.
Might be a little bit, in case you somehow are one of those people that doesn't read the title of an episode before you go into it, but I don't know why you would do that. That's strange. You're a strange
weird.
cat. Do you know that? Do you know that? You're weird. You're a strange person.
Weird. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the podcast. Anyway.
Don't stop listening now.
We got Flying Blind this week like we always do. It's a segment of the show where one of us gets blinded with a pour to warm up our palates for an episode. Kyle's got the blind pour this week because I provided it for him. He's cranking off.
That's right. Cranking off. And
he's
pouring in.
He's pouring it up right now. I'm going to mute myself so that he doesn't hear what it is that I am pouring.
Cranking off too.
Maybe. Or
probably
corking. He doesn't know.
Ooh, maybe. I poured the whole thing. I Perry poured it, and I'm going to Perry drink it.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
one just glug.
The one sip review, you're going full Dave Portnoy.
Oh, that would be such a bad idea.
It would be so bad.
Funny.
It would
one pour, everybody knows the rules, and you just glug the whole thing. It's a 2-ounce pour, and then you rate it 8.6. 8.6.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself while Kyle is trying out the Flying Blind pour.
All right, here we go. Oh, that is vanilla custard in a glass. Oh man. There's a little perfumey note in there as well, which is kind of nice. Let's see. There's like a glossy, like glassiness, so I guess you could say like a creme brulee, sugary kind of thing.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not really getting any fruits. I'm not really getting a yeast like dominant note, which is interesting. So it's not really showing specific characteristics to me at this point in time.
There's something about the nose that feels very complete. Like, it doesn't feel like it's particularly missing anything. You know what I mean? Like, even though you're saying, like, that doesn't have this, it doesn't have that, it just feels like, in and of itself, for what it is very much like itself, if that makes sense.
No,
like,
I get what you mean by that.
I'm not necessarily left wanting anything on the nose. I'm not even saying that, like, if I were to go through a review of this, I would give it a 5. It's just like, in this case, it's like, this is as pleasing, or this is as sufficient as this nose can be.
I suppose, yeah. I don't feel that way, but I'm glad you did.
Okay, that's fair.
I am left wanting more. Specifically in like the
go ahead,
the characteristic, like the character. I want more character of who it is. It's kind of definitiveless, which is okay. But I do wish something was standing out, which I guess is why you would say it's complete, because it does sit well together.
Yes, that's mostly what I mean.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that.
I guess like partially because I know what this is. And this isn't a pick that I did or anything. Like I just know, in and of itself what this is. And I find myself feeling very like comfortable with the experience of this nose, I suppose. So anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
Bing bong. Buttery. 100% buttery. It's like buttered pancakes, maple syrup, and a little bit of honey as well. Like if you combined all of that together. And that's about it, with a little bit of bourbon and in a good way. It's exact. There's a touch of like Luden's cough drops on the back end of like the front end of the finish, back end of the palate.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting. It's a little, Ooh.
He's just noises. Very emotional about this pour. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm choking up on beautiful Luden's cough drop whiskey.
He's choking off.
Okay.
I can't say that. I don't think I can.
I can though.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You're right.
And now that we're probably within like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of the episode officially, now we can say we're going to have a triple crank off, jack off situation where we're just going to got him. If you guys were watching, he just choked off. He just choked off while I was talking about us triple crank off, corking off, jacking off. And now he's turning red because he's a little embarrassed, but he's also very excited. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Can't wait. Super excited. Perfect. Let's go. Let's get this thing going.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. All right. I am going to put you through your paces.
Okay.
What do you think? The age, the proof, the, all that stuff. I almost want to make you do nose palate finish too, just out of curiosity on this one.
Okay.
Just quickly, like we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on it. Cause
let's say 5 years, 110 proof, bourbon. Yeah. And then nose, I'd say 3, maybe 3.5. I'll give it 3.5 because the only thing I felt like was missing was the fruit. We'll go palate. I love the palate. I think that's like a 4, maybe 3.5. Let's go 4. We'll go 4 because I like it. Finish is kind of flat for me. Probably my least favorite part, 2.5.
I don't disagree with that. That.
And my guess for price range, I don't know, maybe 55. Hopefully, I would like it at 55. I would love it at 55. I suppose is what I mean.
Well, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
What if I were to tell you that this were a $25 bottle of bourbon?
Ooh.
This were non-age stated.
I know where we're going with this.
This is continue 95 proof.
Yeah. And
it's a benchmark single barrel.
Again, I'm telling you right now, this is the best value in bourbon right now. Stop buying Blanton's. 100%.
It's the sleeper. It is
the sleeper. It's so good.
It's been said multiple times on this podcast. It's been said on It's Bourbon Night. It's been said, I don't know, somewhere else probably too. I don't know what kind of steam this is picking up. But this bottle is going to catch some kind of speed, pick up speed. I don't know my metaphors right now. But it is going to, there is going to be a market for it soon. I'm not saying that we're going to cause it. But I do think that there is people are going to hear about it more and more. And I think as well that we keep having these phenomenal single barrels from Benchmark that, whether they are like 4 or 5 years old, they beat Blanton's.
Yep.
They're $25.
Yep.
I know it's not age stated, but so is Blanton's technically. Like,
yep.
Come on. Like,
yeah. No, literally.
But the rumor is that they're 4 years old at this point. Like, we knew for a long time that it was 8 years old, sometimes 9, and potentially older, depending on the barrel or who was picking it, or just, what the occasion was.
Right.
But there is just as much lack of transparency as well with this. Now, that being said, though, it would be surprising if this were older than 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
But it drinks like it is a lot higher age. I mean, at least like in the 6-year range, I would say.
So I guess 5. Smell it again and tell me. So there's a level of the palate that almost goes weeded.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm not saying it is, but when you do the nose,
I know what you mean.
You hit it on the palate. There's a little bit of it that this might be a.
But I don't think, because on the Patreon bonus episode this week, we did Benchmark Top Floor.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't read weeded to me, though.
No, not at all.
And what I'm about to say is, I don't think that Benchmark is the repository for the rejected weeded distillate in the way that like Foolproof was a couple of years ago, or at least that was the rumor that was heavily circulated. But I mean, there is a potential for that. I could see it. That being said, though, it could also just be the youth coming through.
True, right? Exactly.
Within that context of it maybe being a weeder, I feel like it would have to be closer to 7 or 8 years, maybe. I don't know.
No, I know what you're trying to say there. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So who's to say?
Yeah, right. Who's to say?
Until Buffalo Trace is clearer on what actually goes into this product, we're gonna keep doing this.
Yes.
But I am in complete agreement with you. I think that Benchmark Single Barrel is currently the superior product to the Blanton's that is on the market.
It is.
Especially at the price.
It is.
Especially at the flavor profile.
Yes.
I mean, I just think that it needs to be given its flowers and explored more by the wider bourbon community. So,
yes.
I it doing well in a blind as well is
totally
very nice. Very nice to see. So,
I agree.
Kyle, I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
What have you been drinking recently?
Ooh, what have I been drinking recently? Well, I have been drinking a lot of really fun stuff. But not as much as you would expect. I was gifted the final, let's say, 4 ounces of a B520 Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Oh.
And that might be my favorite, like, COVID or post-COVID era ECBP I've ever had.
I'm an A120 guy.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But I think B520 did it for me. God dang, that was good.
Yeah.
And then I've had some Wild Turkey 101 8-year in an old fashioned using the elemental elixir from our friends at It's Bourbon Night. It's beautiful. It's so well crafted. I won't go into any further detail. It's great, just period. Let's see. What else have I had recently? I may have had pictures of it.
Have you talked about
oh my gosh. No. The Heaven Hill 7-year bottled in bond, dude. It's so good.
It's so good.
I was one of those like, oh, why'd they do it type people, but then I poured this one, which hasn't been touched since I first corked it off. And so when I corked this one off at the beginning of the week, it blew my mind. It was so good. It was like apple pie a la mode. I remember posting that on corking off, apple pie a la mode, and I still stick to that to this day. It was so good. I loved it. And then the new product that just came out that I just got is that Old Granddad 114 7-year single barrel, and that thing is so good.
What?
Yeah. Did you what I just corked off to today?
Oh, right.
Yeah, man. I can't believe it. It's one of the nicest labels too. Dude, they killed it.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like 55 MSRP. Dude, you have to.
Bad.
No. And I've had a few people try it, and everyone who's tried it has said this tastes well above 7 years. It's so well aged.
Thank God.
Yeah, dude, it's nothing like the Old Granddad 7-year bonded that came out in 25.
It was such a disappointment.
It was.
Yeah.
I think the proof is helping this product. Good. I also think potentially there's no chill filtration in this product compared to bonded, which I think was full of chill filtration and kind of thinned everything out and kind of made it boring. Yeah, dude, if you see that black label Old Granddad 7-year single barrel 114, go get it, period.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for it this week. That might be my live stream this week, depending on whether or not I'm able to pick it up.
At the very least, I'll get you a sample of it.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I appreciate it. If you know, that's also just one of those, because of my love of Beam and the high rye mash bill too from Beam. I feel like I need a bottle of it. So
totally.
I might.
You do.
I might have to. I don't know.
So. If you find it, you got to get it. Period.
Yeah. So I did the same benchmark tasting that I did with you with Papa Ritter last night. We went over to Mom and Papa Ritter's house for dinner. And he had a similar reaction just in terms of his preference, which was the single barrel over the top floor. Mm-hmm. And the more I go back to it, the more I'm like, yeah, the single barrel is where I'm sitting with it. But it's so I've had what I describe sometimes as like a nondescript, uneventful week of drinks, wherein nothing has been really that special. Like, it's been Turkey 101s or, Maker's Cast Strengths, because like I've had a very long week of work. Like, we had a big deadline, and I've been working myself very hard to get to the deadline this week. And not saying that I'm like drinking more to get myself through it, but I'm not like I get to the end of the day and I'm not going like, well, what is the best thing that I have that I can pour and sit and think about? It's like, what can I pour that is just, good bourbon that I can enjoy. And so like, that's why, it is the like staples that I have.
For sure.
And sometimes that does fall into the category of like the rare character single barrels that we get from Chad sometimes too.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, buddy. We love you,
Paul.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Paul. Give me kisses. No, so I think that's a totally reasonable experience. Like, I felt the same way this week, which is why I pulled a bunch of like pretty like standard staples, right? So like that Heaven Hill 7 bottled in bond staple, the Wild Turkey 101 8-year is now a staple. Like,
thank God
it's
too that it's
good bourbon. That's good bourbon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it is, as they said, it's coming around quarterly at the very least. Don't rush out and get it or miss it and go pay secondary. It's going to be back. It has been back. So thankful for that. It's been fun.
Also, while you were talking about the 7-year bottled in bond, I just killed my bottle because it was sitting there, and I was like, I haven't had this in a while. And I mean, it was very, very low, and I figured I may as well. But
may as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing truly special that's been in my orbit recently, but some things on the horizons that we may talk about before too long. So we'll get there when we get there. So
yeah. Oh my
folks, this is a big one. This is Kyle's
said.
first big one too.
Also what she said.
All right.
That's the title of the video, or that's the title
Kyle's
of the podcast.
First big one.
Kyle's first big one. In parentheses, nice. Yeah.
We're never getting samples from Jack Daniels again, but sure, why not? We are fortunate enough, as we always are, to have received samples from Jack Daniels. And I think the last thing I got from Jack was the blackberry whiskey.
Sick.
And I think that the reason that was the last thing that I got was because I was yes. Anyway, this is the Age series from 2025. Yes. And I got the email that. Sorry, 2026.
Gotcha.
Appreciate you. Anyway.
That's what co-hosts are for, baby.
I need somebody to keep me in check every now and then. But yes, the 2026 Age series. For those of you who don't know, the 14-year-old Tennessee whiskey, which was batch 1, the first time it was ever released, in 2025, was my best of the year for 2025. And I don't think that anybody at Jack Daniels knew that until I told them this past week when I was seeing if they had media samples available for the Age series this year, and they said yes, and they were excited to hear that it was named my best of the year. So, what do you get when you got
rightfully so?
I mean, it was phenomenal. It was
great.
Mean, genuinely, like, of the new releases that came out in 2025, it was the best. I don't have anything else to say. Like, that was my favorite. I loved, but go back and listen to my best of episode. I say my because it was before Kyle was on the show.
BK.
BK. I drop a little crown onto you. Do you know the Burger King's doing away with the king?
That's all right. They should just be called Burger.
You guys want to go to Burger?
Yeah, like, let's get rid of the king and we're just Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's stupid.
We are going to do it in the way that I believe God intended, and also Jack Daniels, but also the way that we have done this in the past, which is we are going to go through the samples by age, which is 10, 12, and now 14. This is batch 5 of the 10-year-old whiskey, batch 4 of the 12-year, and batch 2 of the 14. We'll get into some of the other details as we go along, but let's go ahead and dive into the first here, which is the 10-year-old Tennessee whiskey. Look at that color.
Red again, dude.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
That is crazy.
It is nuts.
That is classic Jack Daniels on the nose, but in the most, like, I want you to fall in love with what got you drinking whiskey in the first place, like the higher aged, like, slightly higher proof kind of thing. Like, I think this is off rip.
Yeah, so
it's so interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fun woody notes. There's a lot of interesting oak in like the sweet, sour, and lactic ways, all in different like formations. I'd say the lactic milkiness is kind of on the front end for me on the nose, which is really interesting, followed by a little bit of that cherry kind of thing, maybe a touch of like I don't know, there's like a like just oak, like really nice oak presence in there. And then that's basically it. Cherry, oak, vanilla, and a little bit of like this creamy cream cheese, not in a bad way, in a really great way. It's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful.
Also, as it has been in previous years, this is 97 proof.
Which is insane that I'm getting that loud of a nose.
Yeah.
Sub 100 proof. It's nuts. Is there anything else that you're getting that I kind of missed?
There is a like cherry cordial thing going on too that is sitting at like the top of the nose for me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's interesting as well because I feel like I'm immediately hit with a lot of ethanol too.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something in that like low. I say lower proof. It's 97 again. Like it's not the lowest proof on the market, but it's still like lower proof comparatively to some other products. Like
sure,
we're working our way up the proof ladder here. Yeah. So
no, I get what you're saying. It does kind of like sting the nostrils.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way, I don't think.
Yeah, there's a hint of butterscotch, just a slight bit of like really fresh leather too. Like a brand new
straight off the cow's ass.
I'm talking like a brand new leather couch. Like just got delivered to your house. I mean, it's robust. It is also, so I think you, depending on how I edited it. It's hard to string those words together. But I also poured just a little bit of the batch 4 of Jack 10. So the 2025 release. And they are similar. But the one thing that I am noticing, and I will say this just for posterity's sake, the batch 4 has been open for essentially a year, right, as opposed to batch 5, which I opened today to pour myself a drink and samples for Kyle. There is an oak note that I'm getting on batch 4, like a more pronounced oak profile on batch 4 that I'm just not getting on batch 5. I don't know if it's just because they were pulling, from some slightly younger stock to round out the whiskey itself, but I will say it, as far as like consistency goes, that's the only thing that is missing.
Yeah. So I remember from batch 2 that I had, it was also more oak forward than this is. And now that's the type of oak that I'm getting on the nose, I guess. Yeah. So I'm not getting woodiness per se, but I am getting lactones and cherry. So I think I'm getting a different type of oak impact on the nose versus just oak, I suppose. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
So cheers, brother.
Let's get into it. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. That like maple brulee on the back end of the palate.
Yep. And I got a little bit of like blackberry syrup too from like IHOP or whoever makes it. I don't remember. Who cares? It's blackberry syrup and it bangs. Yeah, man. Shoot.
Little light up front. I think it takes a minute to ramp up.
Yeah, you get like powdered sugar, caramel, and vanilla on the front end, and then it slowly develops into that deep, more interesting profile, which is great because the finish kind of sits with that like dark, like blackberry and maple brulee, and all of that kind of comes together at the finish and really is such a nice, pleasing finish for such a low proof. And it sticks with you.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I think that finish, developing some more of the oak, the tannic notes, allowing itself to, and even goes kind of a little bit floral.
Yes,
as well.
I agree. Totally.
Especially towards like honeysuckle.
Yeah. Oh, this is a perfect springtime pour.
It is.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I am so impressed with how complex this is at a 10-year age statement.
Oh, it's incredible. Oh my gosh.
Dang,
I could sit with this. I could be done right now and be content.
Yeah.
I don't typically say that often about like single sips experiences. Man, that's great. Wow. Love it.
Once again, 10 years old, 97 proof. One thing that we have failed to mention is that these are all in a 700 ml bottle. So they're international friendly, but you're also getting, an airplane bottle less, I guess, in the US. This one, the 10-year, is $90. Do with that what you will.
Yeah.
I think it's probably easiest for us to just go ahead and rip our way through nose, palate, finish, and price.
Let's do it
on each, because otherwise we're gonna forget what we're tasting or what our tasting notes were.
Totally. So let's go ahead and do that. Perry, what did you think of the nose on this one?
I am of two minds about the nose because it puts me in a spot where it is so unique, but it also doesn't have this classic like 10-year-old whiskey that I would have expected, like that those characteristics, like having just recently, and especially with you too, gone through the paces of a Henry McKenna 10-year.
Sure.
Which, even though it was, a couple proof points higher, I don't think would have made that much of a difference, between the two. I think was much more definable as like a 10-year would be. You know what I mean?
No, I do.
I don't think that's as represented on the nose as you would expect it to be.
Sure.
It goes a lot more floral. It goes a lot more medicinal in some ways. And so I find myself a little bit confused with the nose on the nose. So I'm gonna go at 2.5.
I think that's fair. I'm probably right there as well.
Okay. Do you want to keep track of your own? Since we both have so many.
Where did I put my fern? Yeah,
your fern. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll keep track of my own. Let me clear out what I needed. All right.
So you've also got a 2.5 on the nose.
Yes, I do.
Then what do you think about the palate here?
So the palate is interesting. I think it's the most interesting piece. That's not true. I think it's the second most interesting piece of the puzzle. I would love to see a little bit more action on the front of the palate. I feel like getting powdered sugar and vanilla as my leading notes into the, like, on the front of the palate is a little disappointing, a little misguided on what follows, because what follows in the mid palate to the finish is that blackberry compote. Let's see, you said maple brulee. I totally agree with that. a little bit of like pancake batter as well. I think the finish, and we'll get to that. So I think the palate is also a little disjointed, as you pointed out, the nose was. So I would probably, I think it's above average. So I will go 3 because it is above average.
I agree with you. I'm also going to 3. I want it to punch a little bit harder. I think what is truly missing is the fact that this, even though it is on the very tail end of a double-digit age statement, I think that once you do round that corner, you are starting to get a lot more barrel influence. And, you know, the understanding, of course, is that the minimum age of the barrels that go into this batch have to be 10 years old.
Right.
And it seems like, you know, maybe some of the 10-year-old barrels that went into this batch may have been from lower floors of rick houses. Like,
yeah.
It's not necessarily saying that like overall this is like a bad palate. It's just like, you know, structurally, when if you're going to go for a 10-year-old profile on a whiskey, don't do it in name only.
Right.
Do it with the structure of a more robust whiskey.
Totally.
So that's kind of where I feel it falls a little bit flat.
Yep. So then you go into the finish,
which I think is the best part of this.
100%.
But not so much that I'm like jumping up and down. I just think that I'm like I have to think about it in comparison to everything else.
Sure.
Which is that, you know, it is better than the palate and the nose, but how much better? And I don't think it's so much better that it's sending me, you know, through all these different layers. I think it's a 3.5.
Okay. All right. I would give it a touch higher. I would probably give it. I would. Yeah. If
I mean, go for 4. It's totally fine.
Well, because I don't think it's quite 4 level, but I love the finish, and but it's like 3.75. But we're not going to do that. So we don't
do quarter points.
We don't do quarter points. So I will go 4 because I love it.
Yeah.
I love the finish. It's my favorite part.
It is mine too. I just want it to punch even harder than where it is. I gave the price a 4 though.
Yeah, totally. It's a limited release. It's a 10-year product.
Yeah.
And
$90.
Good stuff. Yeah. You can't complain about that.
No. Not
I agree.
at all. So final score for me, it's a 13 out of 20, actually.
Oh, nice.
Which I think gives you a 13.5 out of 20.
13.5. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if I had to guess, all 3 of these are going to be a recommend. But right. I mean, this is automatically a recommend from me.
Easy. Yeah. I think that goes without saying. That is Samantha.
All right. Batch 4 of the 12-year age series. This is 107 proof. And this is $100 a bottle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Sure, dude.
Sounds good to me.
You make the rules, dude.
I mean, I don't.
But they do.
But, yeah. Now, historically, I have preferred the 12-year over the 10-year.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, former co-hosts of the podcast included, have preferred, and current co-hosts of the podcast included, I have preferred the 10-year.
Yes.
Over the 12-year. Now, part of that for me might just come from the fact that I like more tannic notes, like more of a barrel influence. And I'm more of a proof hound. I don't know.
This all checks out.
Yeah.
This all checks out.
Welcome to the club. If you're new here, we'll check you in at the front door. You'll get a free, Knob Creek pour on your way in.
Yeah.
We don't have jackets yet, but that's because we're way backed up, and this has been I'm really bad with administrative duties.
This is true.
Thanks, man.
What a glowing support. Yeah, he is bad at that. No.
It is true. It is true, though.
It's okay. Me too. High five.
The nose is not entirely dissimilar from the 10-year.
I was about to say the same thing.
They're so close.
Yeah. It's almost like they're brothers or something.
I'm struggling to find something different.
No, I found so I'm getting like the little bit of waffle batter in here.
Yeah, actually, nose. As soon as you said that, I got that.
Outside of that, I would agree with you. It is like still that lactone heavy oak versus the dark spicy oak, I suppose. Still cherries.
I mean, like off the rip, if I gave the last one a 2.5, I might give this a 3 on the nose.
Easily, yeah, I think so, because it has one touch above.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. Well,
guess we write that down. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Yeah. F it. What the heck? Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is the year. This is the year that it switched for me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, it still holds for me.
Sure.
Whoa, all the finish going all the way into my gums.
100%. Yep.
The fact that this is 107 proof is crazy.
It's great. Oh, man. Again, so this is very similar to the 10 where I'm getting the blackberry compote in the finish.
Yeah.
But I'm getting so much more. I got so much more deep, rich caramel, oak, vanilla, tannin, heavy goodness on the front of the palate before it got to the mid palate in the finish. Like finally it made like this ultra heavy immediate like impression on me the moment it touched my tongue. High quality, great just yeah, this is exceptional whiskey blended exceptionally by an exceptional distillery, and you can tell every step of the way. God dang.
Okay, I've already gone ahead and written my scores down.
Oh, you're an athlete. I'll join you.
Brother, I've been doing this for 8 years. Like
True.
Sometimes I just know. Sometimes I just know. It's not perfect. Like I think that this is beautiful.
Yeah.
There are slight points where it feels a little bit thin. I think up front it takes a moment to really ramp up into the palate.
I disagree with that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
on the front of the palate, it's much more interactive than, which, yeah, it's much more interactive than the 10. So I guess I get what you're saying by that. But to me, it hits almost immediately saying, hey, we're about to go on a ride together.
But the finish is near perfect.
Yeah.
The finish is nearly perfect. But what's funny for me is that both of these so far have risen to like a peak in terms of my score.
Yeah.
This is so good. This one, I am stunned at how good this is. And not just that, all that this 12-year release has done is gotten better and better year after year. Like,
oh, interesting.
For those of you who are listening to the main release of the episode, Kyle and I are going to be doing a comparison for Patreon on the back end of the episode after we're done with this, where we're just doing the batch 3, right?
I have batch 2.
Oh well, I have batch 2 as well. So we'll just do batch 2. Comparing it to batch 4. And seeing at least how it's evolved since then. But let's hit nose, palate, finish, and price here.
Okay. Yeah, right on.
What you thinking on the nose here, Kyle?
I think it is a 3, like you and I both said. I think it is the least interesting piece of the puzzle here.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's bad, but it's not intricate. It doesn't warn you of the exciting things to come. And I think that's where it lets me down.
I've got this weird like Mexican street corn nose note going on too, just on the like a elote.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. Like it's just very specific. I hit it and I went very specific. I don't know. I do like it, but to have gone 2 years older, I wish that it had gone 2 years more prominent. And, going with my theory of them maybe pulling from lower ricks for these releases, these batches, I think that theory might hold a little bit of water.
Maybe. Do you think they're pushing for more of a volume play right now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I can see that.
I don't have any word on cases. But I also don't think that the price has changed from last year,
which is great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Frick.
Thank God.
I know.
Palette.
What a monster. I think it's
I was not ready for it.
I think it's a 4
for me as well. Yeah.
So this is going to be where you and I are different, but we're giving the same score. I think at the tail end of the mid palate, it becomes a touch too drying. There's a bit of a licking a wood barrel thing happening just at points of the mid palate into the finish. Not that I hate it. I like it, but I know that that's a fault and that's something that needs to be brought up. So it's a 4.
Front end, on that last taste, I almost got like a sherry finish.
I could see that. Yeah.
Just barely. It felt like I was drinking an American single malt finished in sherry casks. Oddly enough, but I see where you're coming from. This is where I was saying that it is definitely a step up. It is explosive. It is not perfect. I think that where it falls a little bit short, I tend to agree with you in terms of like the dryness. Like I'm not going to act like that's not an issue here. Like there is a fault in that aspect, but I still find a lot of joy.
Yeah, I still love it, and I would never like tell someone to not try it because it's a little dry in the mid palate.
Yeah,
like that's such a touchy gripe, but for points purposes, 4.
Yeah.
Finish. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's so nice and friendly, and it wants to hang out, and I want to hang out with it forever. It's 4-5. It's so nice and friendly. So nice. What a good guy. What a good friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't want it to leave. Want it to. It's the way that I always describe a good to a really good to great to a perfect finish is it just makes me want to go back for another drink. And that is exactly where this sits with the 12 year.
Totally.
It is again not perfect. I think it might skew just a little bit sweet for me, but I think I'm being the most nitpicky I can possibly be.
No, I totally agree.
I think
with anything, we're on the same page. Yeah.
But even still, I do love it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to give the price even a half a point higher than the finish, but at $100, I did the same thing.
It's a god dang 5, and I don't care. Like, think about it. Would you buy the 10 for 90 or would you buy the 12 for 100? I would buy 2 12s and be so pumped about that.
Yeah, me too.
Instead of buying a 10 and a 12.
Yeah.
And that's just me personally.
Yep. Yeah. So that's a 17.5 out of 20. If I wait, no, 16.5. Sorry.
Yeah.
16,
you're right.
16.5. Mm-hmm. I mean, a hearty recommend.
Yeah.
From the both of us.
Gosh, I wish. Could you imagine if the nose was just a touch more exciting?
Yeah.
And it's good, right? We got to be a little more nitpicky with these LEs.
Yeah.
God, if it just had a little bit more presence, this would be damn near perfect. So great. Let's move on to the 14, I guess.
Okay. So again, this is comparing my best of last year to its second iteration. And first of all, the color is bananas. I mean,
no, that's red.
Well, that's okay. I just mean it's crazy. Kyle doesn't get me.
He doesn't understand me. He's fired.
Okay, but the nose is bananas.
It is bananas. I was about to say that. So for me, this could be slightly below what I was expecting on the nose.
It's bananas runts.
Yeah, it's definitively Jack Daniels, which is fine. But if you are a Patreon member, you know my opinions on where I typically lean on those things. So if you want to find out, go check out our Patreon.
Patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast.
Boom.
So even though there is the banana note, it's still very strongly. Oh, by the way, this is $150 a bottle.
Okay, $150 a bottle, and our proof point is.
Oh, this one is 117.6.
Gotcha.
So last year's was like 126, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah. Maybe even higher, honestly.
Uh-oh. Can't find my sample bottle.
Never mind.
Well, I mean, you can chat while I look for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. While he's looking, Chad and I had the opportunity to try the Tenured Hill Rye with a good friend of ours. And he brought over the 140.42 proof single barrel variant, and it was nuts. I don't think I've had a rye whiskey quite like that in my life. Yeah, if you see a Tenured Hill Rye and you say pass, you are the weirdest person I've ever met in my life. Don't do that. Buy it. Don't buy 3 Blantons, just buy it. You'll be happy. It's great.
I was right. 126.3 proof.
What an athlete. Look at that.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say because somebody's going to get mad at me.
Oh. Is it weird to say that I get like their sugar maple-y thing in the nose?
No, because I also get it.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I was about to say as well, that despite the banana note, it's not devoid of some of the deeper, darker notes on the nose. I think that like what you and I experienced was the top note of banana, and the more time that we've spent with the nose, the more we've allowed it to breathe. We've allowed it to just express itself. And I mean, I don't inherently think that this is a bad nose.
I don't either.
By any means. But it needed time to like coalesce with everything else that was going on in there.
For sure. And while you also thought the 10 was kind of ethanol heavy on the nose, I think the 14 is equally heavy on the nose.
Yeah.
Ethanol wise. Ooh. On the like back of the nose, when you actually like hit it and with your mouth open, when I'm breathing out, I'm getting this like effervescent, like mintiness, but also a little bit of like cherry actually entered into the chat.
Yeah. I was leaning towards like the red fruit as well, like right before you said that. there is some like sour candy thing happening too in there.
Ooh, hold on. Like those like watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm in there.
I love how extreme tasty notes this episode has gotten. Like we have,
it is what it is, baby.
We haven't done this in a while, but here we are, and we appreciate anybody who's stuck with us for as long as we have. Anyway,
thanks for
cranking. I think we've beaten this dead horse, and
speaking of beating it, here we go.
What are you gonna do?
Oh. Dude. Get out of my house. Get out. You're not allowed in. Man.
Oh, the finish. Oh, the finish.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So the front of the palette is like artificial tart cherry juice, a little bit of strawberry, like strawberry limeade, a touch of oak, which really sends it to the next level. There's that bitterness that I think links in with, like, if you've ever had watermelon and mint together, it kind of does that thing. Oh my gosh, it's stupid. And then the brown sugar, caramel, and creme brulee like topping coming together as well on the backside of the palette into the finish. The watermelon Sour Patch in the finish as well.
Yeah, I know.
Ridiculous. What the heck?
It's the creme brulee that's really putting like the cherry on top for me, I guess. Man. First of all, I'm glad that you finally had a review that was not, mid to whatever,
Well, so we've done what, 3 reviews probably at this point total.
Maybe
everything
4?
else has been kind of like review-ish, or not review-ish, but like topic driven episodes. Yeah, I think this, we get 3 great pours. I think it makes up, and we're balancing it out. So that means the next 3, right? We can do it again.
Great. Can't wait.
Don't we love this trajectory, dude? Yeah.
This is like a cocktail in a pour.
100%, and not in a bad way, in a 100% like beautiful way. Like you went, and some incredible bartender who has accolades out the wazoo is there, and she's like mixing it up all like fancy, and you're throwing in stuff you've never seen before,
and you're like, I'm so happy I kind of questioned whether or not I was going to show up tonight, and like, what do you want? And you're like, I don't know, do something. And they're like, I know what I'm going to do. And you're like, I think I'm in love. And it's like, it's got everything for you. And it's like, like, you're funny, and it's like, I don't know, like, am I funny? And it's like, slide the bill, and it's like I tip way too much. It's like, yeah, exactly. And you're like, I shouldn't drive home, and it's like, I'm gonna call this Uber, and it's like, she's got a boyfriend already,
and he picks you up and takes you home.
Because he's driving an Uber.
Yeah, so needless to say, 5 on the finish.
Maybe 5 on the palate. I mean,
dude. Yeah,
honestly,
it's fun.
That's fun. I'm teetering between a 4.5 and a 5 on the palate.
We got to start on the nose, though.
We do have to start on the nose. You're right. We do have to work our way back, baby.
Yeah, sorry.
But you know what's funny though? Inherently, there is still something similar between the 10-year this year and the 14. They are still kissing cousins.
Welcome to Lynchburg, baby.
They are still part of the same family. Like,
which is interesting, and I think it's all nose related primarily for me.
I think so too. Like,
which is
palate finish, they could not be more different. But the nose, I would struggle just at first glance to discern between the three of them. Honestly.
Totally. Outside of proof potential between the 10 and the 14, yeah, I would agree. But the nose prickle between the 10 and the 14, very similar. The nose does continue to open up on the 14.
It does.
However, we've had these poured for 40 minutes at least. Probably at this point.
Right.
So I'm not telling you, hey, go buy a bottle of JD14 and let it sit in your glass for 40 minutes before you even give it a whiff. So consider that as well. It's ethanol heavy still. I like it a lot. But for me personally, the nose is a 3. And it has to sit at a 3 because it's so aggressively ethanol forward for me personally that it still kind of lacks on all of the other exciting traits that are to be found on the palate and on the finish.
Yeah, I definitely don't entirely disagree with you. It's the least interesting of everything. Again, like the fact that it's so similar to the other two whiskeys feels absurd to me. Like, it doesn't feel like there is any reason between the age differences and the proof differences that they should be that aligned. And what's funny too is that the more that the whiskey is opened as it has been poured, the less I am getting the banana note too. Like, it's just kind of coalesced with everything else that's going on. That being said, though, I think it's the most reflective of the age. And I think that it starts to lean the most towards the darker profile that should be associated with the double-digit age statement. That being said, though, it could go further. I think once you get to actually drinking the whiskey, that is when it goes further. But I am at a 3.5 with the nose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, not so it's not blowing your 3 out of the water.
Right.
But
and I could get convinced into a 3-point. Yeah.
I'm pretty much in line with you. Now here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This thing drinks unbelievably well.
It sure does. I don't think I've had a second sip yet.
Really? Audio listeners love you to death. I didn't cut anything out. I just let Kyle go through the motions there.
That's the what's her name? The girl that did the kombucha. She was like, no, maybe.
Oh, Brittany.
Brittany Broski.
Yeah, Brittany Broski. Oh,
yeah, she rocks, dude.
So much, man. Oh, she's phenomenal.
I want her to get into whiskey. That would be sick.
I would love to interview Brittany Broski on the podcast.
That would be so sick.
We could do it. We could make it happen.
I would love to.
That is doable. That is totally doable. That would be sick.
Have her cork off with us. That would be so nuts.
Okay, well, we're going a little bit.
All right, yeah.
I'm just joking.
Samantha. This is Samantha. Oh my god.
It's in our ball house. Anyway.
Nope.
Palate's a 4.5 for me.
I'm so glad you said it because I had that same thing written down.
It's so close. It's so close.
Also, yeah, it is. And I'm wanting to know why it isn't for you, but I'm willing to bet it's because it's not oaky enough on the front and it's so sweet on the front of the palate. Am I correct on that?
You know what? I think that there is like an inherent bias for me of like everything about this is great. I am talking myself into a 5 right now.
Go for it. Do it. Dude, cork off, King.
Everything about this is great, but it is not what I would typically anticipate or want. No. Want's not even the right word. Get maybe from like a hyper-aged Kentucky bourbon. And I think that there is this like implicit bias from the fact that it is a Tennessee whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part of me, and I'm like not even trying. I'm not even trying to go like, this has to be bumped down. But I just really don't even know what else I could want with this. And it's the same feeling that I had with the 14-year last year.
Yeah.
Where it was intense, but it was still buttery, and it was still floral, and it was still oaky. It was still like bam, 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 bam. And like it even, 9 proof points lower, I still feel that way about this.
Yeah.
And there's something about like this 14-year release from Jack Daniel's where I'm like,
dude, give it a 5.
I kind of think this might be it. I think this is it. I think this is my 5. Like, inherently.
So I think I agree as well. And this is going to sound ridiculous. But think about it this way. This kind of has the same highs as your favorite GTS, George T. Stagg, and your favorite William LaRue Weller.
Absolutely.
Combined. And that's the exciting piece that I don't think I've ever experienced in my life, to be completely honest.
For sure.
And for that, in a George T. Stagg glass, I'm giving this a 5.0 on the palate as well.
For that same reason, and because, oh jeez, it's the worst noise. I'm sorry. For that same reason, and because all it does is make me want to go back for another sip.
It makes me want to buy this bottle in secondary and not cry about it, which sounds so stupid.
But the finish is the same. It's also a 5.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it might be.
It's everything.
It's a little short, but
just barely. Like I can't even qualify it enough to say that I would push it down from a 5 to a 4.5. I think it's everything that the palate is, but it just evaporates quicker than I want it to, you know?
Yeah.
At $150, comparatively to the other two products in this line, do I wish it were a little bit cheaper? Yeah, I do. But
you can.
Sure, but I mean that's why I'm giving it a 4.5. Like,
okay.
That's my only reason.
I'm going to give it a 5 because what I just said, if it's like a combination of George T. Stagg and William LaRue Weller, who are 150 MSRP products, and this is a 150 MSRP product, I'm more than willing to do that.
There is something that feels more like, even though George T. Stagg is inherently like transparent, there's something just like you walk up, like it. God, you can't even just like walk up and find this, but like if you were, you know, in a perfect world, able to walk up to a shelf and you saw George T. Stagg and Jack Daniel's 14 on a shelf right next to each other.
Ooh.
I would like comparatively go, I know everything about the 14 before I know everything about the Stagg, right? Like there's more transparency about, I
suppose,
the 14. Like I know the age, I know the proof, I know, you know, basically where it comes from too. Like
I think
George
you know
T.
everything
Stagg,
about George T. Stagg.
Well, I mean, the only difference is that if you're not, there's one leap, and that's who makes George T. Stagg.
Buffalo Trace.
Right, but who makes Jack Daniels?
Jack Daniels.
So if you are,
I see what you mean.
If you are a fairly uneducated buyer, I think that you go in and the transparency is more in favor of Jack Daniels than it is Buffalo Trace in this instance.
I suppose.
But I mean, you know, if you're in the shoes of somebody like us, you may be more inclined to buy George T. Stagg because of the posture that it provides. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I've named George T. Stagg as my whiskey of the year yet. But
well, they haven't really nailed it. It's good stuff. They haven't nailed it in a while. It's always good. It's always really good.
But even last year, I mean, I didn't have it last year, but you know, there was potential for it.
Last year's was really good. It wasn't this.
Right. And I mean, even at like Hazmat versus like 117.
Yeah. They probably drank the same. That's the only thing. Like proof wise, I will say this 14 drinks higher than 117 proof.
Completely,
but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
In like I'm a dork and I love this, and it excites me with the amount of volume it provides. So I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's great. Yeah. F it. I gave it a 5 on price.
Yeah. I'm going to bump it up to a 5. I'm going to give it an 18.5 out of 20.
And I'm an 18, so
yeah.
Crazy. It's Wody, dude. It's Wody level.
It's just it is just that good.
It is.
And again, like going back to the fact that the 14 last year was my whiskey of the year. We'll see. I mean,
I wish you still had some of that.
I know. I've got just under half of this from this year's now, and so two things. One, I have to three things, I guess. I have to save all of this.
Yes.
Or I have to buy a bottle. Right. But I also potentially have to buy a bottle of last year's 14, which is just very much on the table for me in general, because I need that in such a bad way. I really, really do.
Man, I need this year's. Oh my God, that's so good. Crazy.
But honestly, like, there's not a bad one in the bunch.
No.
I just think that, like, we tried them in order of good, better, best.
Literally, yeah.
The 14 is,
and they're all elite.
Incredible.
All elite.
Yeah.
So
God, the 14.
Anyway, thank you so much to you, Perry. Thank you, Jack Daniels. Thank you, Brown Foreman. I was about to make a joke, and I should.
I'm leaving it
Terrible timing.
Leaving it in.
Oh, that would have been so bad if I just slid that in.
Oh, that would have been great. Here's the problem with our next segment, known as barrel rings.
Uh-oh.
We don't have any this week.
No. Hey.
Submit some.
Tell them. Yeah. Tell them.
You can leave us a voicemail or send us a text message. You can literally do it right from your phone.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the podcast, if you're watching the podcast, take a quick break. Send us, just call us.
The moment something hit you in the video or the podcast that you were listening to, and you're like, oh, I should mention something to them. Do it. Don't be like, I probably shouldn't take any time out of my day to do that. It'll only take a couple minutes, please. We would love to have you on air.
It can also be about anything. Like, it doesn't have to be about bourbon. It can be about genuinely anything. Save it in your phone as a contact. Save it as barrel rings. The number, though, is 859-428-8253. Once again, that's 859-428-8253. Leave us a voicemail. Send us a text message. The text messages also, I can see the pictures that you send. If you want,
you know what that means.
But
don't do that.
No b-holes.
Unless it's bung.
High proof hot takes, though, is the next segment of the show where we talk about things that have been rubbing us the wrong way, bugging us. We need to get off our chest. But they are high and they are proofy and they are hot, and we have to take you on the same ride as we have over the past week so that we can let you know what we think about them. But Kyle, do you have any high proof hot takes this week? Sometimes they just don't happen. Like,
no, I've been so non-focused on anything that pisses me off.
Me too.
My mind and body has been drained due to the machine that is this world, and the machine has won. So therefore, my high proof hot take is: don't let the machine overtake your mind, body, and soul. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Kyle's sentiment there, because the machine has been crushing.
Yeah,
recently. So, tips and bits, though, segment of the show where we recommend things we've been watching, reading, listening to, enjoying that we also want you to check out because we think that they will enrich your life in the way that they have enriched ours over the past, maybe not even the past week, just, however long. Sometimes, you enjoy things that take longer than 7 days to get through. That we have to report on the podcast.
Yes.
I don't have anything like that right now. I'm just like providing context for
no long-term excitement, only short bursts. Honestly, everything in life is a short burst for me, and that's
okay. Are you struggling with incontinence?
Incontinence. Antarctica.
Kyle, what do you have to recommend to the people this week?
You know what? One of my favorite bands of all time, Don Broco, just put out a new album, Nightmare Tripping. You may remember a couple weeks ago when I recommended the single Nightmare Tripping that featured Nickelback. Now the whole album is out.
Oh,
and it is
yeah.
It might be their heaviest record, which could turn some people off. For me, it's exciting and weird because I know them as more like 80s dance with a little bit of rock influence. Now they really leaned into heaviness, and it's really fun. It's a really interesting record. Go check it out, even if you're not into that style. I think it's pop oriented enough that you could kind of get interested in it, and it's weird enough to get all you weird people interested in it too. So go check it out.
There was a moment where I thought you were going to say, I know them personally. And
no, I wish. That would be so sick. Their guitarist is like leg kicks that he hits his head with his knee, which is nuts. I've never seen anyone be that athletic playing a guitar outside of, I guess, Angus Young in his prime. So he kind of hits that shit, and I love it.
Okay. I'm going to... No. Okay. Come on, Perry.
You got it.
Ah, man.
No.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
What?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was trying to see if they were going to be a Bourbon and Beyond this year.
Oh.
Because
No, they're more of a Louder Than Life type group.
Still.
They could sneak in there.
They
would fit well. They could fit in there.
Yeah, you never know. Can I be honest with you? I don't really have a tips and bits this week either. Like,
that's okay.
I've just been so locked in with work, and
Dude.
like it's just been one of those weeks where it took a lot of work to like get the podcast out and to show up to get my kids to school and get out of bed some days. Like I'm sorry. Ooh, like
there's a tip. Here's a tip and bit that Perry is suggesting, but isn't saying. Just focus on the little things.
Yeah.
Enjoy the little things.
That's actually good. Thank you, Kyle.
And lock in. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Take care of yourself when you can't take care of anything else, because
that's right.
Okay, you know what? Actually good. Taking care of yourself helps you take care of everything else. Because if you're not taking care of yourself first, then you're not able to take care of anything else.
There it is.
What
a banger of a tip.
Yeah. Felt
banger.
Yeah. Self-care, It's
real.
Yeah. That does it for this week's episode. Thank you again to Brown Foreman and Jack Daniels for sending us the samples for the Aged series of 2026. This was so much fun to go through.
Yeah, it was.
Man. What great stuff. Kyle, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, now TikTok for now, and YouTube at Corking Off. We'll find out how long I last on TikTok. It's probably useless, but we're going to do it until they cancel me. And that's the important part. So come out and help me get canceled on TikTok at Corking Off. Thanks, guys. And where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at PRitter1792. You can also find the show at My Bourbon Pod on all the social media channels.
Hitting them with the what is that, Rick and Morty?
Yeah, it was very Morty heavy.
Yeah,
I'm into my eyes, Johnson. I hope our prices aren't too low.
Too low.
I haven't watched Rick and Morty in years, man.
Me either.
God. Anyway, at My Bourbon Pod on all social media channels. If you want to support the show, you can do so by heading to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. We had some free followers over on the Patreon recently. But if you want a shout out, though, for joining the Patreon on one of our paid tiers, you can do that from $1 up, but $5 and up. That's how you get bonus content every single daggum week. There's a bonus episode on Mondays. There are the pregame chats on Tuesdays, as well as the uncut, unedited bonus version of the podcast on Tuesdays with content that is only available to the Patreon subscribers. Kyle and I almost said Connor for some reason.
Yeah, I'm Connor today, baby. And I'm Connor from here on out. Connoring off, baby. Yeah, boy. What up?
Connor and I are going to record some bonus content for the Patreon that only the $5 and up tiers are going to hear. I'm losing my mind.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah, I can't wait to have to make that mental adjustment. You can send questions or comments to thisimybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can find all of our apparel and merchandise. You want a shirt that says This Is My Bourbon Podcast on it. You want one that says This Is My Bourbon Drinking shirt. You want one that says I'd rather be drinking bourbon, or a beach towel, or a notebook, or a skateboard, or all sorts of other things. Stickers, whatever. Head to bourbonshop.threadless.com. Jeez.
Corking Off merch coming soon, maybe. We'll see.
We'll figure it out. You can send us a barrel ring like we talked about earlier. 859-428-8253. Leave us a voicemail, send us a text message. We will listen to it or read it out here on the podcast. You can also send us stuff to our P.O. Box. We have one. P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky, 40522. We'll pick it up. We'll open it. We'll drink it, eat it, get glitter bomb to buy it. Hopefully not that. I might sue you if you do that.
Nice.
Thanks. And then last but not least, leave us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast app of choice. It's one of the best ways to support the show and get us up in the algorithm for the podcast app that you normally listen to. And also tell your friends about the show because that is one of the best ways to grow it. That does it for this week's episode. Next week, though, we got a special guest. We got 2 weeks in a row that we've got special guests coming on the podcast. The first one is going to be our buddy Herbert Lynn, who is running for city council at large in Lexington, Kentucky. And the one after that is going to be a secret special guest that I am not going to tell you about just yet. But y'all gonna get a little giggle out of, and it's actually going to be an early episode that will release on the Monday of that week instead of the Wednesday, because there's something special that happens that week. And
use your brains.
Yeah. Do the math. Do the math and figure something out. We'll see you next time. Until then, though, I'm Perry.
And I'm Kyle.
Okay.
And this is April. Blah. And this is my bourbon podcast. Bye.